Hey there, and happy Friday, if that happens to be when you're watching this. It is when I'm recording it. And something I wanted to share with you today is to not fall into the trap of comparison. Now, I'm not just talking about the comparison that a lot of people talk about, let's say on social media, and I had even done a video about this, I think last year sometime, about the toxicity of comparison or toxic comparison. And yes, I mean that, but not necessarily specifically with this. And what I'm talking about is, we tend to gravitate towards people who sell us the idea that they can help us go from relative obscurity or from the depths of darkness or some other place that's undesirable to this really high up place all of a sudden that they have the secret to catapult us there. And some of these people, I actually love some of the information they share, and I've talked about this without naming them before, but some of the slogans and phrases include like pushing for maxing things out, or for high performance, or for massive action, or monomaniacal obsession, or mastery, like all these things that are frankly, in my opinion, overboard. And I think what they're doing is they're putting people into a position of really feeling like they're even much less than other people out there. And that's not the case. We are all really close in terms of where we are, and only minor shifts or changes in things for most of us will improve life to the degree that we're looking for. It'll improve life to the degree that we're seeking fulfillment and achieving things that make us feel better, and receiving things in return for that, and having deep and meaningful connections and relationships and these experiences. Like, we're not that far away from having a good life. So to fall for the idea of some fantasy of I need to be a multi-mega 100 millionaire or a billionaire, or I need to dominate something or do all that, I think really misses the mark for the majority of Americans, and anywhere, any people throughout the country. But Americans is who are often so targeted, especially because of our consumerism and our society that's built on how you look, what you have, who you're with, where you went, those types of comparisons, what you drive, where you live, like all these types of things. And I'm, again, just as guilty as anybody has been. And what I've really continued to sort of marinate in is that most of those things are unattainable for most people. And trying to sell that to someone, I think, is a disservice to them. Because especially when you listen to some of the deeper messages of these people that are promoting these lofty ideas, they have great information on how to live a good daily life, and how to improve things, and how to have more meaning, and some of the stuff that I'm talking about as well. So why try and push for that thing when most people aren't ever going to achieve that, and frankly don't need to achieve that to achieve happiness at all? Falling into the trap of then feeling like somehow maybe I failed. Geez, they're touting all the successes of their program, but how come I don't have $1 million yet? Or, wow, look at these people who are doing these wonderful things, and look at all these businesses that they own, and look at all these fabulous cars they drive, and vacations that they take, and all this stuff. How come I'm not achieving that? And that natural reaction, first of all, is natural, because that's what people do in comparison. Is they go, well, I'm here, that's there, I'm not there, therefore I'm less than, or don't have, or lacking something, or that kind of thing. And that's not the case. You are like me in terms of we have our average ups and downs, sometimes extremely difficult lives, and sometimes really happy lives, and sometimes successes, and that's part of living. And we can make minor changes and focuses and improvements on our thinking and our abilities and what we place our attention on and the things that we do each day, and creating more connection in life and that sort of thing, we can make little changes in these areas and have a much more fulfilling experience of life. We don't have to have the yacht. We don't have to have a private jet. We don't have to have, month-long vacations in Greece. These types of things that were sold as that is somehow a measurement of success are BS. They really are. So don't fall into that trap. Take a look at some of these things that we can do. And that's where my focus is. That's where, when I'm working with people on an individual basis, when I'm working with them in their businesses, I want to take a look at where they are now and how we can make steady improvements so that they have a more meaningful and fulfilling experience of life on a daily basis. Not, I'm going to be happy when I reach some gigantic milestone, because that's not fair. You can be happy and fulfilled now. You can find meaning now. You can find connection and success and results now. And that's much more important. So there's my rant for today. Don't fall into that trap. Don't compare yourselves as somehow being less than, because it's not true. And I'd love to hear from you. Reach out, lucascatton.com. Like, comment, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk soon. Thanks.